Hai, Assalamualaikum and Salam Malaysia Madani. My name is Atikah Najwa, Binti Ishak, and I am 16 years old. I'm from Sekolah Menengah Kebahasaan Jeneri and my school code is KEA 8019. Dear ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to review my favorite book. The title was The Future Television. It was written by Kumala Velu and published by Pustaka Mawar. The book consists of 8 chapters. The story begins when a man who was a rag picker named Uncle Bob found an old television and brought it to his place. He then called Param, Robert, and Lehman to show what he got. The boys rushed out. They were curious. Who this old television belonged to? Lehman looked interested. He asked Uncle Bob if he could own it. However, Uncle Bob refused since he was unsure who's the TV owner. They then tried a few times to switch on the TV. Lehman pressed a red button and a flash appeared on the screen and showed a picture of a building and 2 suspicious guys. Then the TV flashed off. After the incident, Uncle Bob goes back into the hut to find out whether the television has an owner. He promised to try to bargain to the owner, but if he refused, he must return it. The boys discussed about the image that appeared on the flash screen. They believe it to be real and not from a movie. They can also smell the aroma of coffee, but it goes away as soon as the television flashes off. They now decided to just wait for Uncle Bob before taking it to the next course of action. Lehman and Robert searched for the TV program guides to determine if it is a TV program. Encik Rosman, Lehman's father, offers them to buy another old television, but Lehman refused. Knock, knock, knock. Someone knocks the doors. It was Simon, known as the electronic wizard, enters Lehman's house and discovers the TV, then tells the boys that it was a future television. Simon explained everything about the television to the boys from A to Z. Then he requests if he could take the box to his lab to examine it for a further detail. He snipped off the wire, connect to the television tube, and wrap it in newspaper. Simon left, but less than a minute later, he returned. He asked Lehman if his father hired a new gardener, but Lehman said no. Simon noticed a man looking at him curiously in the bushes. The boys then decided to go into the wood by themselves. They were already far into the wood. Suddenly, 3 men appeared from behind a large tree, then disappeared. The boys were standing before the shed. Lehman opened the door and saw a man with sunglasses. He asked the boys if they had seen the 3 men. If yes, please act like there's nobody around there. After that, Simon called Lehman to come over his lab. When they arrived, the first thing they saw was an old television set. Simon asked, "What picture do you want?" Lehman think that Simon just fooled them. But Lehman thinking of Manawa Tower, and suddenly it appeared on a flash screen. The same 2 men with briefcase were seen. One man looked familiar, and suddenly Robert remembered that he found the man into the woods. Do you realize that what you just saw on the screen is going to be happen? Asked Simon to Lehman. Simon and Lehman are investigating the Merdeka celebration at Menara Tower. They see a jalur gemilang being flown at the side of the building, but it is July instead of August. If you remember, Menara Tower was only opened last October. it is 2 months after following the miracle. Therefore, Simon explained, this will be the first years that Merdeka will be hosted at the Menara Tower. Now they considered Simon's suggestion. The boys cycled back into the wood for the man. They found a wheelbarrow, but no sign of the man and Uncle Bob. Lemon suddenly cries out, "Aduh!" The boys saw a small stone hitting Lemon's back. When they found the old man, they thought it was a ghost at first. He was a scientist who had been sacked from his university for trying to sabotage an experiment. A terrorist heard he was inventing a future television and wanted to blow up Menara Tower and cause disturbance in the country just to see if the police caught them. Accidentally, Uncle Bob found it and brought it to his place. Unfortunately, the television never worked again. Ladies and gentlemen, I would recommend this book to other readers because it is very interesting and full of suspense and mysterious scene. One of the positive vibes shown in this book is when Uncle Bob refused to take things that doesn't belong to him. In addition, this book also teaches us to not judge a book by its cover, as portrayed as a man who appeared to be a homeless but actually a brilliant scientist. That's all from me. I'm Najwa Atikah. That's all.